Think about what you're doing for a moment, WHeasel.
I have thought about it, Chancellor Bronson, long and hard, which is why I have to do this.
If you steal the only remaining Weasel, then the finite board of interventions will declare you a renegade, and you know what Gallowayan law decrees as punishment.
Yes, given you taught me our laws. Sometimes, though, Chancellor, you have to answer a higher, greater calling than just monitoring the universal timeline probability curve. I've got to act, not just sit around for all eternity.
Even if your actions result in the Raptor's recapture, they won't mitigate your sentence. You'll be exiled, set apart from Time-Weasel society for all of your lives.
I've always known, Bronson, that I don't fit in here at the Citadel. Sorry, Chancellor, my mind's made up. Give my best to the rest of the Time-Weasel High Council.
You impetuous young fool, WHeasel. Think about what you're giving up. Your heritage, your destiny, your legacy.
Giving up? Ha! From now on, I'll create my own destiny.
99 previous episodes and 5 years of adventures in time and space has brought us to a unique moment in the lives of Doctor WHeasel. And for once, he knows exactly what's coming. Although, fair to say, stalwart companion Advick Goose remained as clueless as ever. The crucial question is, will he be willing to let events happen as they were predestined to occur, or can he truly fight his fate? The future is revealed at last in our star-studded, feature-length 100th episode, Doctor WHeasel and the Remembrance of Eternity.
So you're absolutely sure this is something I have to do right now? Unless this is one of those redundant timeline paradoxes.
Hello, Dr. WHeasel. I've brought the tea and... Oh, sorry, you're on the phone. Since when has the Weasleys had a phone on the exterior shell?
Shh, Advick, please. Doesn't this violate the third law of time? That's slightly more reassuring, I guess. And think we're a happy universe, eh? So, when do I need to set off?
I really don't think we should be travelling anywhere at the moment. I mean, Dr. Gilbert said the brigade leader won't be out of the infirmary for at least another week.
Yes, Advick is here and... Oh, you mean right now, don't you?
Dr. WHeasel, who exactly are you talking to?
Okay, in that case, I'll fire up the Weasleys. Look after yourself, and, well, you know.
What was all that about, Doctor?
Nothing for you to worry about right now, Advick.
Fine. If you want to pull this WHeasel of mystery routine again, it's no flakes off my beak. Now, I hope you've remembered we're visiting the brigade leader this afternoon to cheer him up. Getting eaten by that giant plant monster really didn't agree with him.
Sorry, Advick, gonna have to take a rain check on that. We need to take a little trip to... well... we have to go to Galloway.
Galloway? It's a funny time for a holiday to Scot... Oh, you mean the Time-Weasels' home planet? Aren't you on their no-fly list or something?
Call it what it is, Advick. I was exiled by the Time-Weasels for borrowing a Weasleys for a scant few hundred years. Pretty harsh, if you ask me.
And yet, they've still periodically called on you to help them. Like all that nonsense with that Floramarge Parksawit creature, or when they sent us to the Quandon Union.
There were really good reasons they had to ask me, Advick. Partially involving their no-meddling laws and some other technical reasons. Anyway, come along, Goose. Time to go.
What about my tea?
Bring it with you. The Weeds is in the public library with a no hot drinks policy.
Doctor WHeasel, need to sign off on this report about the Garland incident for the ministry. Oh, well, would you flipping believe it? He's chuffing legged it again. No wonder the CEO calls him a flaming liability behind his back.
Well, take long to get to Galloway. You've never been exactly that forthcoming about where or even when your civilization is.
Galloway is a fair bit off the beaten track, true enough. Without a WHeasel, there's utterly no way you could even find it, let alone visit. Landing there, though, is even trickier.
That's the WHeasel alarm. Should I panic now or later?
It's a critical part of the WHeasel navigational information systems, Advick. It gives useful feedback on the ship's current situation.
Normally it goes off shortly before you prang us into the nearest planetary body and I accrue several fractured limbs. Is the WHeasel quivering like this useful feedback too?
Yes, although it's not particularly good news either. Maybe bypassing Galloway's dimensional induction field barrier by travelling orthogonally through time was a mistake.
Orthogonally? You've been at right angles? How does that even work?
Oh, Grublock's on toast! That's the interocitor and the Ansible both kaput! Take that look off your beak, Goose. We'll be fine. So long as the rest of the flipping quinlithium fluid links don't explode like that.
Doctor WHeasel, I feel like I'm being pulled apart by 10,000 teeny tiny hooks, and I don't like it one jot.
Good news, Advick. That feeling isn't going to last much longer.
Thanks, awkward.
Bad news, though. It's going to be replaced by something even worse. Oh, do come on, Goose. Stop vomiting into that upended space helmet and follow me.
Coming. Oh. This is all a bit beige and overtly functional. I wonder where IKEA had branched out this far in the galaxy.
Welcome to the Time-Weasels Citadel, home for millennia of the greatest and most egg-obsessed dangerous race in the cosmos.
This is very underwhelming after everything you've told me about your homeworld.
What did you expect? Glittering towers, flying cars, and angelic choirs in every corner to symbolize a race at the apex of technological triumph?
Frankly, yes. These corridors all look like they were slapped together by the BBC carpentry department over a wet bank holiday weekend.
These are the time catacombs, beneath the great citadel of the Time-Weasels. I could hardly land in the Presidium, smack dab in front of the arcade of Immortal Triumph.
Immortal Triumph? And that's a real thing, is it?
Yes, it is. Have some cultural sensitivity, Advick. Maybe I should have left you back at Entity HQ.
No chance, Coco. After all these years of listening to your boasts about your people's achievements, I'm sure the rest will be much less trouble.
Come along, Goose. We need to go down. This way.
Lead on. Perhaps along the way you can explain why we needed to come here so urgently.
Oh, sorry, wrong corridor. Okay, I'll confess. They do look a little bit similar.
We've only been here 5 minutes and you're already lost.
Cut me a break, Advick. It's been a busy few hundred years since last time.
Bring the chronotic interface up another 7 cycles, Subtech Chet.
Ah, yes, Prime Tech Prantor. 7 cycles and holding steady. Confidence is firm.
Exceptional. My Visio display now indicates that a stable artronic field strength of 17.8 millirastalons has been established across the entire WHeasel fleet.
Groblox Prime Tech, I'm seeing a potential hadron burst building in Capsule 47's transcendental matrix.
Check and verify, Subtech. I've nothing but orbit lights across all of my Visio display modules.
Prime Tech, subetheric resonators have identified imminent hadronic bursts on 30 other capsules. Correction, over 50 of them now displaying instabilities. Prantor, this is becoming a runaway cascade across the fleet.
Great Zarquad's fun time fizz! Shut them down, Subtech! Shut them all down immediately!
I'll commence an Omega level diagnostic assessment. Estimated time to completion 27 subcycles.
I'm telling you, this isn't going to be a toilet, Advick.
Who could tell in this fawn farrago? Have the Time-Weasels evolved beyond installing decent signage?
Halt and identify. This is a restricted vestibule. And what in Rastalon's name is that talking feathered creature?
Maybe it escaped from the death zone, Prantor. They say there are mutiloids out there still.
I'm an Elka Seltson. Call me Advick Goose. Oh, and this is...
His owner. Sorry, I was out walking my pet in the lower presidium and I got lost.
It explains a lot, that statement.
Get down, Goose. Don't jump up on the nice gentle weasel's Visio displays now. Sorry, he can be a bit feisty around strangers. Now, where were we? Yes, introductions. You two are...
Subtech checked. Artronic Matrix Specialist, Permanent Rank, and this is Exalted WHeasel Design Leader Prime Tech Prantor.
Oh, so this is the WHeasel testing vestibule. It's bigger in here than I recall.
You still haven't identified yourself or provided any High Council clearance codes.
Shall I summon the Citadel Guard, Prime Tech?
Flash them your delusional paper as ID, Doctor WHeasel. That normally does the trick.
Doctor WHeasel?
Yes, Advick, except 1, delusional paper doesn't affect Time-Weasels, and 2, you just flipping well told them who I am already.
I was only trying to be friendly.
Prime Tech, I've heard the name Doctor WHeasel before.
By Omicron Shade! It's the arch traitor!
Alert! Unauthorized personnel in the main WHeasel testing vestibule. Citadel Guard report and restrain all intruders immediately. This is a priority gold 7 order.
Okay, Advick, when I say run... Droblocks! Wait for me, Goose! Hold on, we can hide in this handy vestibule for a few moments while I think.
Doctor, where exactly are the Time-Weasels so cross with you?
Okay, you know how we travel in space and time in the WHeasel? The thing is, mine was one of only 2 functioning capsules. After the Ratster nicked the other one, I was honor bound to track him down, no matter what Chancellor Bronson and the High Council thought.
Honor bound? Oh, is the Ratster your secret big bad brother then? Can't say I've ever seen the family resemblance, but the chaos you both leave in your wake.
What? No, that'd be crazy. The Ratster's just this time guy I know. Although, we shared an opinion about our people's ambitions, so I might have slightly left the door ajar on one of the 2 WHeasels, and maybe suggested he take a look.
You helped. A future master criminal escaped to cause havoc across the universe.
Look, I thought it might throw a hyperspanner into the High Council's plans. I might also have slightly, totally and utterly blown all the WHeasels development cradles into splinters when I crashed out of here in the first place, too.
So that's why your people haven't simply materialized and hauled you back to Galloway. They literally haven't been able.
Not until now, it seems. But did you see all those WHeasels through that vestibule portal? Hundreds of them! Which means I need to do something about them. Again!
Why? What's the problem? Beyond your people being able to hunt you down with ease? Please tell me this isn't all about your self-preservation again.
It's about preserving the entire universe, Advick. Long ago, in the dark before times, the Gallowayans used their knowledge to become the dominant galactic race. Then, with near infinite resources and power at their command, once Rastalon, What's-His-Face, and the other fella cracked space-time travel, we truly became the Time-Weasels.
Hang on. You've always made out your people were paragons of moral conscience. Now it seems they're a bigger potential danger than anything we've faced.
Well, initially, the founders created a society full of high ideals. But over the millennia, more of the High Council started to think they could run a better and more orderly universe. Eventually, subjugating all of reality became our society's inarguable goal.
So you engineered the escape of your own future archenemy and frustrated your race's ambitions to dominate the cosmos by destroying the remaining WHeasels? Wait, couldn't they just build some new ones?
I might also have swiped the 3 Time-Weasel founders' memory prints out of the brain library. That way, no one could use them to easily rediscover the underlying principles of space-time travel. Everyone will be back to working on the basics.
You must have set them back decades.
Centuries at least, by my back-of-the-envelope calculations.
And now they're on the verge of emerging to rule the universe at long last. Is this what that phone call was all about earlier? Wait, Doctor, who knew enough about this to warn you?
Someone whose opinion and foresight I trust implicitly, Advick. And that's all you need to know.
In which case, what can we do about your people's plans? I am not ready to deal with Time-Weasel universal dominance. Living with you all these years has been bad enough.
Don't worry, I've a cunning WHeasel plan. This time, all we need is to take a...
This time, Doctor WHeasel, this time, the Weasdis Bays are protected and the knowledge of the prime time ordeal dissociated among hundreds of engineering groups. Moreover, my elite Citadel guards have you both firmly in their Weezer sights.
Weezer? Sorry, does she not mean laser?
No. Weezers are Time-Weasel neurocellular disintegrators. Nasty things. Even indirect hits can be fatal. Now, Chancellor Bronson. Hello again. Been monitoring me long?
It's High Lord President Bronson now, Weasel. From the moment your capsule landed, my elite guards have had you under constant surveillance.
Hey, Lord President. Oh, Doctor, your lot don't half go in for some grandiose titles.
Be silent, lesser being, while your evolutionary overlords are talking.
I've never been so... Actually, this is par for the course for me around Time-Weasels.
Okay, Lord President. Looks like you've got me and the goose exactly where you want us.
Not just you, my former pupil, but soon the entirety of the cosmos will be harmonized through logical Time-Weasel regulation. Eternity itself will finally take on a well-tuned and ordered configuration, free from chaos and randomness.
Sounds like the opposite of everything you stand for, Doctor WHeasel.
It's a big, big universe, Bronson. Take it from me, and I've only seen the highlight reel. Not to be dismissive of your clearly well-thought-out plans, but even with hundreds of Weasdises, controlling the entire universe would be a logistical nightmare.
Dear me, Doctor WHeasel, and you demonstrated such promise in my class. Now I find your thinking is so distastefully, predictably linear and limited. We won't attempt to regulate the universe as it exists today. No, we shall travel back to the grand unification epoch and effect our necessary changes upon the primordial cosmic energies.
You're talking about altering the entire universe's evolution. Why, the slightest error would wipe out countless species and systems.
Tisk. Such a reductionist consideration, Doctor. We shall prune entire errant galactic nebula. A cosmos of clockwork configuration will be our immortal gift.
She's utterly crackers.
So, there's no way I can convince you otherwise? Like suggesting perhaps the Time-Weasel should stick to the good old non-interference charter?
That non-interference, Farrago, was forced on us by your efforts all those centuries ago. But at last, the Time-Weasels will be the supreme beings in the entire universe.
All this time, confronting evil warlords, cybernetic gorillas, and rampaging giant zombie chickens across infinity. I should have stayed home and fought the monsters here.
Enough banter, Doctor. Eternity awaits. Guards, take this misbegotten pair to the dematerializing chambers and erase them from existence.
You heard the Lord President. Move, renegade, or we Weezer you where you stand.
You're absolutely sure I can't change your mind, Lord President Bronson? Not even for your favorite pupil? For old time's sake?
Doctor, for you and the universe which was, time is something you no longer possess in any measurable quantity. The Weasel fleet launches at the end of this demi-cycle, and then a new age begins. The time of the Time-Weasels.
Right. Don't say I didn't give you a chance.
Oh, Zarquat's infinite cupboard! What have you done?
What she said, Doctor?
Run like you've never run before. Not that way, Goose! We need to get back to the Weasels pronto! It's this way, come on!
I will have every single one of your remaining rejuvenizations erased for this, Doctor WHeasel. Don't stand there like first-year time cadets. Pursue, localize, and terminate.
Quickly, Doctor, before they get past that collapsed corridor.
We're almost there. Don't panic, Goose.
That was too close. Dare I ask what you did? Assuming all this was something you set up?
Funny you should ask, Advick. Before I left the first time, I might have left a sequence of code in the core of the Weasels' development vestibule equipment for, well, just such an emergency.
What? All this hyper-advanced Time-Weasel Weasels technology is a failsafe you created?
Well, I don't like to boast, but I was one of the leading prime techs on the original capsules. How else do you think I could keep rebuilding our Weasels so easily? Mind you, Goose, I didn't think my little insurance policy would be quite this explosive. Someone must have reused my sequences throughout Galloway and infrastructure. We'll be lucky if the whole citadel doesn't go up.
Hey, wait, Doctor. I recognize this featureless corridor. We're almost... Yes, look. It's the Weasels.
Okay, Goose. I just need to find the right key first. Hop in quickly, Advick. I'm thinking we're almost...
There they are! Open fire! No prisoners!
Oh, Roblox!
Doctor WHeasel, we made it! Can we escape?
I think the Galloway induction field barrier just collapsed in on itself. Try escaping out of an event horizon, you pompous universal megalomaniacs. Oh!
Doctor? Doctor WHeasel, are you alright? Your jacket, it's scorched across the back.
Advick, I'll confess, I've been better. I might have caught a Weasel blast or two while I was shutting the door. Ouchie doesn't begin to cover it. Oh.
There must be something the Weasels Medical Bay I can treat you with.
Well, aside from a couple of dozen painkillers, or a glass of gin? No, I'll be fine.
Well, you look terrible.
Thanks, Goose. Now, shut up, stop fretting, and pass me the phone from the console. It's time I called for help.
As the Weasels hurtles away from the planet of the Time-Weasels, we can only speculate who Doctor WHeasel will be calling for aid. Where will he go? Will they be able to help him? And importantly, just who was on the telephone at the start of this adventure? Find out when we return to start our second 100 episode in the next episode of Doctor WHeasel.
Doctor WHeasel is a Weasel Tele-Audio Enterprise production, starring Randolph Weaseling as Dr. WHeasel, Currington Goose as Advick Goose, and featuring Joe Scott Darrell as Bronson, Ed Johnson as Sergeant Wilkins, Connor Darrell as Prantor, Simon Hart as Chet, Mike Talks as the PA system, and Philip Orion as a Citadel Guard Captain.